Good evening. Hello, and welcome to New Thought Media Network's Evening Prayers. Today is August 10th of 2021, and I am Rev Lisa, and I'm a spiritual life coach, and I'm here to share a prayer with you. So thank you for joining me here this evening on New Thought Media Network. We're so pleased to have you here. We have lots of beautiful programs and lots of wonderful ways to anchor your spiritual practices. So thank you for being here. So tonight's show goes 8:15 to 8:30. And what we like to do is talk to you a little bit about affirmative prayer. And I always like to say we come from ancient wisdom and new thought. We put them together for a beautiful faith and philosophy. And that's what we stand by when we talk about affirmative prayer. We know and recognize that we are connected to that divine source. Therefore, our prayers are heard and answered in that divine mind. So it is always working for us. The universe wants us to win and wants us to have all the good things that we desire. So that's the style of prayer that we like. We don't do the old school begging and pleading. We just affirm and know and connect ourselves with that higher source that we are already one with, and know that we are in perfect alignment. So that is the style of prayer we like to use. And so what I like to do usually is to share a reading, and then we'll move into the prayer. And then I have a couple of announcements of some wonderful programs coming up tomorrow, and then we'll send you on your way. So I would like to share a reading with you, and this is from our Guide for Spiritual Living. This is our Science of Mind magazine, and this is a really amazing magazine. Every month they feature something different or somebody different, and have some wonderful interviews with some really well-known speakers, authors, inspirational people, metaphysical people. And it's also a daily guide, which I love. So it's a great way, again, to anchor your day by starting out with a daily guide or ending your day with a daily guide, with a reading. So the reading that I'd like to share with you is on happiness. There's a little quote from Ernest Holmes. We have the right to any happiness of which we can conceive, provided that happiness hurts no one and is in keeping with the nature of a progressive life. And then the second quote comes from a book called Get Happy by Harold Arlen and Ted Kohler. And they say, pack up your troubles and just get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Sing Alleluia and come and get happy. That's what they say. All right. So then the reading goes on to say, and they're describing a situation in their life. He says, it was really a challenging week in the recent last year or two. We have had a lot of really big challenges, right? So this, I think, is what they're referring to in this reading. It was a really challenging week. Thousands of people had died as a result of a natural disaster in our country. Political upheaval was happening all around us. Protests, and several nations were on high alert, fearing a terrorist attack. So there's all this turmoil that's going on in the world. And it was Thursday, and I had already worked 60 hours, and I was physically and mentally and emotionally exhausted. But then I heard a voice within, and it began singing a Judy Garland song, Get Happy. Are you guys familiar with that song? Get Happy. It's by Judy Garland. He says, I felt better immediately. I did a quick internet search and tuned in and found the song, and I played it 10 times. See what music can do? It can boost your spirit and lift you up into a different realm. So that's what he says. And then he goes on to say, while it is important to stay informed about the world and local events, sometimes the news can be overwhelming. We can easily slip into the consciousness of pain or fear or exhaustion, anger, and hopelessness. These are the times that I must remind myself that happiness is a must and that it is easy to access. I remind myself to be happy in spite of my pain. I remind myself I can take all the pain I feel into that spiritual practice and pray for disasters to be replaced by wholeness. I can meditate. I can use visioning and tap into Spirit's highest vision for every situation that's going on in our world. And then the affirmation for today is, I have a right to happiness, and all I must do is to activate it. So that is today's reading from our Science of Mind magazine. So yeah, I think that's a beautiful, beautiful reading, and I think it's a great description for how we can tune back into happiness and focus on what really is the divine truth, and know that there is a bigger and better purpose going on in our world, even though it doesn't look like it on the outside. That's why we must be able to find peace and find our spiritual practices help us anchor and find that peace within ourselves so that we can go out into the world and share that peace with others, right? I think that's where it comes from. So yes. So let us move into a prayer. And of course, I would like to invite you to send us your prayer requests. We would certainly love to pray for you, pray for whatever it is that you desire, whatever you need support on. We are here to support you. You are not alone. We would love to pray with you and pray for you. The prayer team will work on your prayers for the entire week. So send us your requests. Send us an email to prayer@ntmedia.org, and we will take care of those prayers for you. So join me now. Let's just center ourselves. Close your eyes if you want to. We're going to move right into a prayer. All right, let's just take a deep breath in. One more deep breath. As we breathe in and know and recognize that there is that divine presence of God all around us, in and through this entire universe. As we breathe in, we know that that divine breath is the breath of life. It is the breath of each of us individually, and it is our breath as a whole. The entire universe is breathing, and this breath was made by our Creator. Our Creator is that divine source that is our higher source, our higher power, that lives and moves and breathes right here within us, right here, right now. So we tap into that energy and know that that omnipresent Spirit is with us, is guiding us. That energy and that essence that is not tangible, but it is a feeling. It is something that we connect to, that higher power and that wisdom. So we just know and recognize that we are connected to this divine source, and we tap into it and allow it to bless our lives. So we know that we are one with this divine presence, this universal presence. We know that this God energy is working in and through our lives right here, right now. And so I always know and affirm, with God, all things are possible. Or with life, with that higher power, with whatever it is that you choose to call your higher power. Universal presence, life force, omnipotent presence. It is connected to us, and we are one with it, for it is our very breath, it is our divine birthright to experience love and light and that peace of this higher power. And knowing that we can tap into all of these divine qualities that we desire, and that with any situation or any challenge that is going on in our lives right now, we know that this higher power surrounds us with love, surrounds us with light, surrounds our world in love and peace and happiness, and that we can attain happiness, and that it is a state of mind that we can move into, and we can choose it at any time. We can move from sadness and sorrow And yes, we acknowledge it. And yes, we nurture it. And we move from it. We move from that energy into an energy of happiness and peace and wholeness and harmony, knowing that that is possible in our lives. That we can find that special music or something special that inspires us to move into that space of happiness. And when we're in that space, we can feel gratitude. And that energy of happiness and gratitude will bring us more of it. So as we shift our energy from one to the other, as we resonate in and through that power, we know that we can attune to that happiness. We feel it resonating in and through our entire body, knowing that we can experience wholeness in body, mind, and spirit. Happiness, a state of mind, a state of being. We can have prosperity. We can have money flowing to us with ease and grace. You just know that all of these things and that balance in our body, mind, and spirit is available. Perfect health, perfect love. It is all available, and it is actually who we really are. We are born in it with all these divine qualities, and they live and breathe within us. As we learn how to tap into each one of these qualities, we know that we can experience the life that we desire. We use the mind, we use our body and our soul. We connect it all and resonate in that wholeness. So with a grateful heart, I can know and recognize that we are surrounded by that love and light and that peace. It is our very true essence. And we celebrate that, and we release these words into the mind of God, into the universe, knowing that these words are manifest. We release it, we let it go, and together we affirm. And so it is. A deep breath in is always a great connector. That is your prayer for today, and I am so grateful to have you guys with me this evening. So we have some great things coming up tomorrow. I would like to invite you back to my Inner Dazzle show, and that is going to be on Igniting Your Inner Dazzle, a dazzling good conversation. And we meet from Wednesdays from 1 to 1:30, and you can certainly tune into that. I would love to have you there to have some conversation with me. We are enjoying our time together and connecting, and I think it's always a great time. So join in and see what we're up to. I invite you to do that. We also have, what else is going on? Wednesday, we have, let me find, everything has been moving around. Oh, so we have midweek meditation. That is at 7 a.m. That's with Reverend Robert. We also have a midweek pick-me-up that is available to you as well. And it's actually at 3 p.m. So if you need a little pick-me-up in the afternoon, instead of grabbing sugar, do a little meditation with Robert, and that will pick you right up. So that is what we have going on tomorrow. And then, of course, you can always tune in the mornings to Reverend Melissa. She is on. She does morning sip. That is, it's spirit and something. I forgot the rest of it. Sunday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. We also have the fabulous Rev Stephanie, and she also is on in the mornings with some beautiful prayers and interviews. And she's on at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Mountain time. And then there's the rest is also listed. So that is some of the things that we have going on tomorrow. And then, of course, we always invite you to share your gifts and tithes. We appreciate it. New Thought Media Network really thrives off of your gifts and tithes. So it really is an opportunity for spiritual growth as you give, so shall you receive. We know that that is a law of the universe and that it does work. I know that for a fact. So support us, www.ntmedia.org, and then click donate, just like it is over here. So ntmedia.org, click donate, or it's also up above. You can just click on the link. It'll take you right over, and you can share your gifts and your tithes with us. We so gratefully appreciate it. So that is about it for this evening. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I will look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow afternoon. Join the Inner Dazzle show, because what I love to do there is it's really about teaching us how to tap into our inner dazzle, which is that inner light. And once we can tap into that, we can then find out what our purpose is and know a little better about what it is we're here to do on this planet. And I love helping people through my spiritual coaching business tap into that energy. And it's really about embodying that goddess within us. So join us, and you can always contact me as well. You can message me if you would like to do some spiritual coaching. And I'm here for that. I have some great programs to work on that. So thank you for coming, and have a blessed evening, and we'll see you soon. Peace and blessings. Bye.